start developing course curriculum. So what I want to tell you is that ethnic studies as a graduation requirement is coming. It's just a matter of when. Last year, I had the wonderful, distinct pleasure to get to work with 7 amazing teachers, talented teachers in this district, to create Rialto's first ethnic studies course. And tonight, they're going to tell you a little bit more about what's happening with that course and our future plans.
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Liliana Castrovias, and I'm a proud teacher at Rialto High School, but most importantly, I'm one of 3 ethnic and social justice studies pioneers. We started the journey under the tutorship of 2 amazing people, our consultants, Veronica Valdez, Professor of Ethnic Studies at Cal State University Channel Islands, and Gabriel Orozco, LAUSD Ethnic Studies teacher and board president of Rialto Unified School District. The professional guidance has enabled me to teach this course with authenticity, even if it means feeling vulnerable at times. The critical lens I use to teach this course, which I acquired from the countless hours of professional development, has definitely transformed me as a teacher and my students. Although they are only 9th graders, this course has empowered them to think critically and view the world from a different perspective. In fact, through the many culturally relevant lesson plans, many of our students have found their voice, and others have found answers to questions they've always had and nobody has ever answered. I invite you to pay us a visit and witness the transformational teaching that is taking place in our classrooms. Now I'm going to share with you a little bit of the ethnic studies by numbers. 235. 235 hours invested in this course. 228 students currently enrolled in the course. 1 comprehensive course curriculum of its kind in the district, possibly in the state, considering that the state has not yet released theirs. 2 ethnic studies experts that have initiated this curricular instructional ripple effect of change. 3 films created about student cultural experiences. 180 days of lessons we have created for this course. 4 ethnic studies pioneers. And last but not least, 16 teachers on their path to developing additional courses. Thank you. Apologize. Lastly, this is some of the work that my students in the ethnic and social justice class have created. Family tree, their American dream, their interpretation of the American dream, 1-pagers on reflections on the multiple ancient civilizations and their role, and of course the films that were created. Very reflective work, transformational, and just extremely personal and challenging, but again, once again, just phenomenal. And it's been an honor to teach this class, and I continue to teach it with pride.
Thank you.
My name is Leslie Carrion, and I am a teacher and an alumni of Eisenhower High School.
Woo!
Yes, my husband was your TA in middle school.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay. So within this new course, there are 6 very powerful units of instruction. You can see the titles on the screen. The most important thing I want you to know, Board, is the importance of professional development for the sustainability of this course. Though this is my 17th year as a teacher, having the training from our 2 consultants was essential to my success in creating a critical lens within our students and myself. This has definitely been transformative for me as an educator, and the lessons we have created have been one of the most powerful in my teaching career. I wanted to share with you a snapshot of my class. One of the things that I've seen in my students is just pride in their culture. So I just put up there a couple pictures, I don't know where the other ones are, but a couple of pictures of students celebrating Mexican Independence Day. We've been to several field trips, one of them being the California African American Art Museum. We had an opportunity to run mixed division there. Some African masks that we did, the students learned about Native African culture and art, and then some positive messages that some of my students were writing on the desks with expo markers that you can erase for the next students. Yeah, and so like Ms. Casillas said, it's just a powerful class, but the only way that I can be successful and effective is through the professional development.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, especially the board. When I speak, I know that I'm among friends. In my 33 years as an educator for Rialto Unified School District and a product of Rialto Unified School District, I was greatly moved by hearing the words of Ms. Randall and my fellow colleagues in what we're experiencing. That if we look at what we are doing with the ethnic studies, it is a ground roots movement to cause change and transformation. It is about building transformation. And it is building transformation from the most important population that we have here at the district, and that is our students. When we look at what is essential for our students, is that for them to build agency. And for them to build agency, it is important for them to have a culturally responsive environment in which they feel connected, and they feel engaged, and they feel respected, so that they can live that experience. We have to bridge this among our teachers and our students to build that community. I know because I am that community. I am that student. I am the student that stands before you as an educator, as a professional educator, and I know in my dialogues with every single one of you, many of you here, we are aware of what our needs are, our products, our goals, and our most important foundations, and that's our students. So this class focuses on the foundations of what we need our students to build. It focuses on the relationship their teachers will build with them, and most of all, it builds that student agency for social change, that they become the agents of their own positive behavior because they have a sense of belonging to Rialto Unified School District. They need to feel that they are who they are, the most important product in our schools. And so without this professional development that we have had, and I'm going to tell you the most important and exciting thing of my educational career, this professional development becomes and is grounded in our demographics. It is not professional development that is a cookie cutter professional development. No. These professional experts have come in, they're looking at our needs, they're looking at our demographics, and we're building a curriculum. There is no textbook, we are building it with our student needs. That is what we're doing. It is groundbreaking, it is an exciting time in my educational career, the best. I am proud to be among you and excited for these transformational changes. I know that we want to build this. Let's do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good evening. Okay, so my name is Jose Aguilera Lopez, and I am a proud teacher at Carter High School. So just quickly, I've been really blessed in this district, and as a first-year teacher, I'm happy to be part of history because being, just this new class, the district has spoiled me. I had the opportunity to visit the Footsteps to Freedom, so it was the Underground Railroad experience. So to have that opportunity and bring that into my classroom has been, it's been powerful. And just to kind of give you a little bit of what my students have done, so we just finished a unit on indigenous groups, and a lot of the kids are exposed to indigenous groups such as the Mayans, Aztecs, but I decided to bring something in. I wanted to bring in indigenous groups from Africa, and I wanted kids to understand that African American history does not start with slavery, and there's so much culture that exists way before that. And just a little process, there was in the project there was a three-piece. We had a research part to it, we had a presentation, and then they had to create their own masks. And so as you guys see, this is all of these masks are hanged up in my classroom today. And I just want to start off also with the professional development. As a new teacher, it was scary, and I thought I was going to be in an island. But the family that I created in different sites, Rialto, Eisenhower, and our leaders here are Beth, you've been amazing. We've been united in this process. So, and then I just wanted to give a little example here. We did a privilege walk. So I wanted kids to understand the notion of privilege. And I started with basic questions of you know, who's left-handed, and then we started getting in deep. We started saying, okay, so who missed a meal yesterday? And in order for this to work, we have to build a safe environment in the classroom. And these kids, I mean, they're eating this stuff up. And when you have kind of tears in the classroom, then it becomes very powerful. And I see myself a lot here in Rialto, you know, coming single parent, welfare. It's very powerful because a lot of these kids, I see myself in them, and it has become, and I just can't wait to see this class expand. And so we need your guys' support and everything, and help us continue to help this class grow. So I really appreciate your time. Thank you for everything. But one last thing, I brought one of my students, Robert Dominguez III. He has become a leader in my classroom, and although it's a freshman class, he's a junior, and he's become a junior. And I want him to kind of talk a little bit of his experience. And by the way, I did not pay him to say this speech. So,
good evening. My name is Robert Dominguez. I am here tonight to share with you all what I have learned from ethnic social justice studies. I have learned the Latino and African American cultures and how they've been treated in the past 100 years. We have been looked down upon and been criticized. This class helped me be a better citizen because I am more understanding and can now talk about my opinion to others. This class should be more well known due to the fact that it is good for students to know their background of their race and how we should do what's right. What history has taught us is that racism is still very much out there, and in this class we have learned to be better individuals and can unite to prevent history from repeating itself. While we still experience these things in today's society, thanks to this class we can see things and understand each other. Thank you all for listening to me.
Thank you.
Okay, we're good now. This professional development has been absolutely amazing. All of this stuff is extremely rich. It's good. It's capturing our hearts. It's making us smile. Seeing what these amazing teachers have been doing. And I was just introduced to our social justice class, our U.S. history and gender and race that we're going to be teaching next year. And this amazing family, these amazing teachers have brought me in. Our amazing professional development has made us feel like a family. And usually when you go to PDs, it's like, all right, here we go, we're going to PD. But I can honestly tell you that we are in the sessions and we're learning, we're hungry, we're on fire. The 16 teachers that they mentioned. And they talked about 235 hours. I don't look at that as hours. I look at it as their heart. I look at it as passion. I look at it as what they truly believe in. And that's what's in this class. And that's what I believe in. And that's what this professional development, that's what we talk about every single time we get together. I love my class. I love being at work. But when we get professional development, it's kind of cool. You get to go. I get excited to go. And also, I just want to thank my administration for putting me into this class. And give me the opportunity to teach it. So this has been an amazing opportunity. I can promise you that this class will be alive. It's going to be well. Teachers are excited about it. There's going to be some change. And also, think about who's going to come out of this class. We are going to build some crazy advocates. We're going to build some crazy protesters. Presidents are going to come out of this class. So I'm speaking. I'm excited about it. It's going to happen. Thank you.
How much time do I have? My name is Dr. Mowo from Milo Continuation High School. And I am one of the teachers in the Ethnic Studies program. And I am really excited because this is how I have always taught. And to actually have my district acknowledge how I teach, what I want my students to get from their education, is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. I go to my professional development excited because there's so much that I learn from my colleagues and so much that I can contribute. It's fun to be there. My colleagues have said almost everything that that I wanted to say, but I wanted to add. I have always thought of my role as one through which I could concretely carry out the dreams and aspirations on which this country was founded. To make this a more perfect union, as hoped for by President Lincoln, whose holiday was celebrated on Monday, and whose actual birthday is today. Additionally, the true goal of ethnic studies is succinctly captured in two quotes by Thomas Jefferson. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. They are the only sure reliance for the preservation of our liberty. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. Ethnic studies is an integral part of our education of well-rounded citizens. I hope we'll be able to carry this out with fidelity in our district. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, last one, I promise. And I didn't pay nothing to say what he said. That was smart. As an administrator, first of all, I would like to thank Superintendent Dr. Avila and Beth Curtis for their support, flexibility, and most importantly, their trust in our teachers to create a curriculum to represent our demographics. These teachers have collaborated together as a unified school district. Their work ethic has inspired me to continue to support cultural awareness. I, along with my teachers, look forward to creating an ethnic studies pathway at the high school level. We look to create classes in ethnic art, Afro-Latin jazz, and Spanish language ethnic classes. Giving the students an opportunity to take classes and be recognized at multicultural events, senior award night, and graduation with a medal or award. We need to remember once you understand and appreciate other people's cultures and backgrounds, then you can also connect with them with a deeper understanding and respect. Thank you.
So thank you very much. I just want to let you know that the two courses that we're creating right now are Multicultural Lit for 10th grade and U.S. History, Race and Gender for 11th grade. Thank you.
Well, I want to know with all that enthusiasm, where can I sign up?
We already signed you up, Nancy.
Okay.
We signed up.